In the following, with the references that the three approaches mentioned to public administrations, together with the issues about the Hong Kong Palace Museum, I would like to discuss some competing values inherent in public administrations. The managerial approach is a business-like approach that it tends to minimize the distinctions between public and private administration. In this view, public administration is essentially the same as big business and ought to be run according to the same managerial principles and values. And the values of public administration is geared toward maximizing effectiveness, efficiency, and economy. The second approach of public administration would be the political approach. Unlike the origin of the managerial approach, the political approach developed from observing the way it actually operates, that public administrators participate in public policy making in the sense of practical reality. The political approach to public administration stresses the values of representativeness, political responsiveness, and accountability. In the sense of that, values between managerial and political approaches in fact conflict with each other. And the question is, it is sometimes hard to measure the effectiveness on this approach. The third approach is the legal approach. It views public administration as applying and enforcing the law in concrete circumstances. The legal approach to public administrations emphasizes the rule of law. One is procedural due process, which stands for the value of fundamental fairness and is viewed as requiring procedures designed to protect individuals from malicious, arbitrary, or capricious deprivation of life, liberty, or property at the hands of government. The second value concerns individual substantive rights and equal protection of laws, and is tried to maximizing individual rights and liberty as a positive good. The last value is the judiciary value equity, which is subjective to varying interpretation, but it stands for the value of fairness. The case we are going to investigate is the Hong Kong Palace Museum, which is planned to be built in the West Kowloon Cultural District. Behind me was the construction site of the Hong Kong Palace Museum, which is stated on the West Kowloon Cultural District website, which is located beside the nursery park and behind the Empress Pavilion. Critics blamed the government's lack of consultation in the decision-making process and said that the electrical was being bypassed. The Hong Kong government, from this case, demonstrates his perspective from using the traditional management approach that it values on economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. Without a proper consultation, it neglects the agreement and public opinion from the public and used the Jockey Club funding to carry on its policy on building the Hong Kong Palace Museum. Without the complicated consultations, the policy process will be more effective and efficient.